You know what I like about hotels? That I get to enjoy my free time in a nice, clean space where I don't have to worry about laundry, doing the dishes, and all the usual stuff. You know what else I like? That once I've checked out, the staff doesn't take out their phone and start filming the room, commenting on every single sheet and blanket and towel I used, and talking about how dirty I must be, to the amusement of their TikTok audience. This is unfortunately often the case with Airbnb owners who love to air out their complaints about supposedly awful guests, as if it isn't the best way to scare off future bookings.
I just had Airbnb guests in my Airbnb for the past 9 nights. Always makes me a little bit nervous, and it was a group of men, which they always leave the house just a little bit dirtier than a normal family guest would. So let's see how things are looking. I'm not feeling super hopeful.
I hate those videos because every time I watch them, I imagine myself coming home from an Airbnb, going on TikTok, and seeing that the host I stayed with made a whole video about how I left the place, what I used and didn't use, what I cleaned and didn't clean, and just the thought of it makes me really uncomfortable. I know the hosts aren't revealing the identity of their guests, but it just makes me feel really uneasy to imagine someone showing off how I left, like a hotel room, an Airbnb apartment, or whatever. So people in the comments can be like, oh, how dirty it is, or why did they use all the blankets? What were they doing in there? I mean, for me, it would definitely have a negative impact on my memories from that place. So I don't think it's the best idea for Airbnb owners to make those videos in the first place, but I guess I'm not running a business, so maybe I don't know shit.
Starting off strong. Water bottles and tortillas on the table and a roll of toilet paper. Very random.
Starting off strong, and it's literally 4 things left on the table. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And the toilet paper is so random. I mean, is it that weird to use toilet paper when you don't have like tissues or paper towels or something like this? I don't know. Seems normal to me.
Sweatshirt left. This is actually maybe the worst I've seen it.
The worst I've seen it, and it's literally dishes gathered around the sink. Like the dishes aren't even all over the house or anything. They're like right next to the dishwasher.
We've got a full sink of dishes, a loofah on the counter. That's actually disgusting. Water bottles on every corner of the house. And there's the fridge. Did not get the trash out.
Is this really such a big problem for her to throw out the trash and like do the dishes? I mean, I could make excuses for the guests and say that, oh, maybe they were in a hurry, or maybe they forgot or whatever, but I don't think it matters in that case, because no matter what state the guests left the house in, they would have to pay the cleaning fee. Like, that's her policy. Everyone has to pay for the cleaning fee. So I think she should fully expect to be responsible for simple tasks like throwing out the trash and like doing the dishes, because that's literally what people are paying for. And that's why I don't really stay at Airbnb anymore, because of all the fees and all the rules that the hosts have. I mean, one time I remember we paid a cleaning fee, and then the host said that if we don't throw out the trash, they will charge us $30 extra. And I was like, I'm already paying a cleaning fee, so I don't have to worry about throwing out the trash on my last day when I'm like in a hurry to get out of there and whatever. Like, if you want to charge for something, you have to deliver it. And in my opinion, what she's showing so far is a house left in a really good state, in my opinion. I mean, the guests didn't have the option to clean the house themselves and then not pay the cleaning fee. So I think the way they left it is completely fine. Because last time I booked an Airbnb, this was the case. You either pay the cleaning fee or you clean the house yourself, which was like a fair deal in my opinion. If I have time, I'm going to clean. If I don't have time, I'm just going to pay someone else to do it. But if I don't have the option to not pay for the cleaning fee, I'm not going to care too much about how I left the house, because I'm literally paying for someone else to clean it up. But let's see how the upstairs looks like.
Also, all of the lights are left on, which is not that big of a deal, but another water bottle.
What's with her and water bottles? Just like throw them out. You don't have to show every single one of them.
The bedrooms are trashed. What in the world is this?
The place is trashed and it's literally a little bit of a mess. Like, she is so over exaggerating this situation. I mean, all she has to do is throw the trash out, like, change the bedding, vacuum, and maybe wipe all the surfaces, which I would hope she does every single time. I would hope that when I go to an Airbnb, someone like thoroughly cleaned the place before I came. And then here, nothing is damaged, nothing is like permanently dirty, if you know what I mean. It's just normal use.
So, entire bag of laundry, and then another bag of laundry. What the hell?
The guests put all the things in a trash bag so it would be easier for her to like dump them, and she seems almost accusatory that they left them in the first place, as if it was a crime to leave some clothes behind or want them to be thrown out.
Oh, an air mattress. I don't even want to know what that is.
The first time I saw this, I thought it's a pack of like gums, but now that I looked at it, I think this is just an empty box from perfume. Like, either way, it's not a big deal. You take it and you throw it out, and that's it.
Okay, they left all of their clothes. I'm genuinely so confused right now. Like, they told me that they checked out at 5 a.m.
I don't know, maybe they were in a hurry in the morning, or the clothes got damaged, or they wanted to throw them out anyway. I don't know, but it's really not that big of a deal. Just text the guests and it will be fine, or just throw the stuff out. Nobody cares. Like, it's just some clothes left behind. It's not dirt, it's not mess, it's just trash to be thrown out.
I'm like, do I need to make sure that there's nobody in the house? This is terrible. This is actually so bad. I've seen some weird stuff with Airbnb. My house has never been this trashed before.
I don't know what her standards are, but the house is not trashed, it's just messy. And the people that were there stayed there for 9 nights, so I really do think the place looks okay.
Now we have to go to the basement for the third bedroom. Has a bad smell.
Oh no, did the guests have the audacity to use the bedding you left for them? Like, what was that?
Honestly, the basement is the best of it, but also it's gross.
I don't know what was gross about it. Maybe she didn't show something gross, but to me it looked like a normal bathroom.
This is going to be the most work that I have ever had to do to clean Airbnb.
I think it's a good time to mention how much she is charging for cleaning. If the guests stay up for up to 2 nights, she charges $50, and if it's 3 nights or more, she charges $100. I don't know about you, but to me this feels like a very high price for cleaning, especially since I don't have the option to like leave the house spotless and then not pay the fee. So for $100 in this case, she has to throw the trash out, do the dishes, do the laundry, and like wipe all the surfaces and like vacuum. And still, she found a way to complain about this. If I was her guest and I saw that she made a video like this after I left her Airbnb, I would leave her such a bad review. Like, this makes me so uncomfortable that she's just going through all the rooms and pointing out everything they left and all the stuff that's like wrong with the place and complaining about how much work she has to do. I mean, I am paying you so I can go somewhere, have a nice time, and not worry too much about cleaning. And in my opinion, her guests left the house in very good condition. They also seem to have made effort to make cleaning easier for her. For example, all the dishes are near the sink. Most of the trash is in trash bags. The trash that isn't in trash bags isn't anything like gross, it's just like water bottle and empty boxes. So if I saw that she made a video complaining about me like this, I would make sure she gets a very negative review from me. Then she shows herself cleaning the place, and it's literally so ridiculous that anytime she takes a water bottle, she shows it to the camera as if it was like evidence of a crime. She seems almost angry that she has to do this work in the first place. Someone left a comment saying, "I will never understand you Airbnb owners charging a cleaning fee, but then expecting your guests to take out the garbage and clean before they leave." And Cam responded, "Is it really so unrealistic to think someone should clean up their clothes and their garbage all over the house?" I think it is unrealistic because that's what people are paying her for. They are paying to stay somewhere, relax, enjoy their time, and not worry too much about cleaning. So what I think is unrealistic is her expecting that if she's charging $100 cleaning fee, people are going to leave the house spotless. And that's why I think Airbnb is kind of falling off right now because of all the rules, the fees, and the prices. I mean, Airbnbs used to be cheaper than regular hotels. For me, that was their appeal. But now they cost almost the same, if not more sometimes. So I would much rather book like a regular hotel and not have to worry that they'll charge me for throwing out the trash or doing the laundry. Regular hotels also don't record the room. They don't go on the internet and complain about how much work they have to do because you stayed at their place. I mean, seeing those videos, it makes me feel so unwelcome to even visit her Airbnb. And maybe this is like her goal in all of this. She only wants to attract people who also, I don't know, think they should be cleaning up every little bit of mess after themselves when they leave an Airbnb. So maybe it is her kind of strategy. I don't know, but to me, this is like an anti-advertisement. Like, I would hate to end up with her as a host, and then I would come home and see this TikTok and see how much she's complaining that she has to do a job that I literally paid her for. Someone else in the comments said, "Imagine charging a massive cleaning fee and complaining that you have to clean." And she responded, "Imagine only charging $100. Girl, I don't know what kind of 5-star Airbnb operation you think you're running here, but $100 for a cleaning fee is a lot." She saw a lot of backlash under that video and decided to respond.
I posted a video last night of me walking through my atrocious Airbnb and how my guests left it so dirty.
I will die on that hill, but that was not a dirty house.
And I'm getting a lot of comments about, what's your cleaning fee for if you think that this is so ridiculous to have to clean? Do you really expect your guests to strip the bed? Is it really that big of a deal for you to have to clean up some trash around the house and do the cleaning that you're already charging them for? And let me just tell you this real quick. When I charge you a cleaning fee through Airbnb, that cleaning fee covers 2 hours of my cleaning time. That covers me having to do several loads of laundry for bedding and towels. It covers me having to reset all of the beds, of course, which is an expectation for me. That covers me unloading the dishwasher that you should have started before you left, because your Airbnb host should never have to do your dirty dishes.
What she's giving here is that she wants to make money without putting in the work. I mean, what did she think would happen when she started renting out her Airbnb? And like, what does she mean when she says the host should never do the dishes for you? I mean, trust me when I tell you this. If you make me pay $100 of a cleaning fee, I am leaving dirty dishes. Not out of malice, not out of spite, but because I am paying you to do that for me. And if I have to pay that much, I will not care if I started the dishwasher before leaving or not.
If you are booking an Airbnb, you are a grown adult. You should be able to do your own dishes. You do not need someone to come in and totally clean up your messes.
People rent out Airbnbs for holidays, family meetups, friend meetups, some like gatherings, whatever. They want to go to an Airbnb to enjoy their time and not think about the responsibilities they have every day, and they pay you to do those responsibilities for them. Like, that's the appeal of staying somewhere else. You don't rent an Airbnb out only because you're going somewhere and you have to stay there. Like, yeah, that's reason number one. Reason number two is because you want to take a break from like your everyday life, and you pay someone so they would do all the responsibilities for you. It's not about whether someone is or isn't an adult, it's about what they are paying you to do.
It accounts for me wiping down all surfaces through the house, every single surface, cleaning all floors in the house, scrubbing your poop marks on the toilet, dirty part of the job, but it's covered, wiping down every shower, covered, folding all of the laundry for 3 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, covered. What my cleaning fee does not cover is me having to clean up after you in ways that you should be able to clean up after yourself as a grown adult.
I really don't know what she imagined when she started renting out her Airbnb, but all the things she mentioned, the wiping, the laundry, the sheets, the whatever, it's all also covered when you get a hotel room. I mean, it's kind of like part of the job to maintain a certain level of cleanliness for your guests. I don't know why she's making it our problem that she has to clean her business. Like, if she wanted to make money this way, she has to do the job. Like, it's literally that simple. And if she decided to have an additional cleaning fee, I don't think she should be surprised that people are leaving things for her to clean because they think they paid for it, so they can do that.
That's extra. So you should be charged extra when my cleaning time goes from 2 hours to 4.5 hours. Otherwise, there's 2.5 hours of time that I'm not getting paid for.
You're getting paid for renting this place out, and the cleaning fee is not all that guests are paying, and it isn't where you should be making profit.
So yes, as an Airbnb host, we reserve the right to charge you extra, and no, we should not have to clean up a ridiculous amount after you.
I will say it again, this was in no way a ridiculous amount of things to clean.
We already have several hours worth of cleaning and resetting of our house that we have to do in between guests, and when there is a quick turnaround like that, say I had people checking in yesterday, there would have been no way that they would have been able to stay there, because guess what? I have to go back today after already cleaning for 4 hours yesterday. I would have lost money on a booking yesterday because I would have needed to cancel on my next guest.
Well, maybe that's just poor time management. She said in her video that the guests left at 5 a.m., so she had a whole day to plan her cleaning. She also said that they stayed there for 9 nights and that it was a group of all men who tend to leave a place a bit more messy than like families, for example. So given that she knew that, she could have allocated more time for cleaning. So if she thinks that she would have lost another booking because she wouldn't have been able to clean the place up in this short amount of time, maybe it's about time management and not about your guests.
So when I talk about needing to charge an extra cleaning fee and how bad that was, I hope that explains.
Well, I don't think it does, but okay. Let's look at some comments. I'm so grossed out because I would assume the host would clean all the dishes anyway to make sure that they are cleaned to a professional standard. Like, what do you mean I am depending on the guest before me to disinfect glasses and mugs? Yeah, like I saw some other TikTok host say that, oh, the guests used this blanket and now I have to wash it. And I would hope that you wash it every time, even when it looks unused, because maybe they used it and they put it back in the same place or whatever. So I would really hope they clean everything themselves, because otherwise it's just gross. Someone else said that was not a 2-hour job, and Cam replied, nope, it was 5.5 hours. In the video, she said 4.5, now it's 5.5 hours. So she is either grossly exaggerating or she has very poor time management skills, because there is no way this would take me 5 hours to clean, even given the size of the house. But she didn't stop there. She made another video about the situation.
Those of you who are commenting on my video saying, this is not that bad, how could you expect someone to clean up after themselves? They're on vacation. Nobody wants to do dishes or clean up their garbage when they're on vacation. You should not go on vacation. You should stay at home. Because if you cannot clean up after yourself like a grown adult, you don't deserve to stay in an Airbnb or in a hotel.
And maybe you shouldn't be an Airbnb host if it's such a problem for you to do the service that you are getting paid for. If you charge an additional cleaning fee, which from my experience most hotels don't, I mean it's usually included in the price for the night. But if you do decide to charge for cleaning, you should expect to do the cleaning. And if you go on the internet, show that house, the state that it was in, and then go on to say that someone doesn't deserve to go on vacation if they leave the house like this, I think you are in the wrong business. Because once again, I will die on that hill, it really wasn't that bad. They didn't damage anything, they didn't destroy anything, they just left a bit of trash behind. And you are telling them they don't deserve to go on vacation? Like, are we being serious right now?
Because guess what? The maids are also not there to literally deep clean everything.
Well, I would hope they are. I would hope they deep clean everything. I mean, if someone showered before me and then the staff didn't properly clean this, it's just gross. I don't even want to imagine this. Like, anytime I look for a hotel, the first thing I check is what people say about like the cleanliness of the place. Like, this is the most important part for me. So if I see a review saying like, oh, the shower clearly wasn't deep cleaned, like, I'm not going there. Like, I really hope the maids get paid to deep clean, especially showers, toilets, like bathrooms in general, and change all the sheets, wash all the blankets, all the stuff, because this is just gross.
Figure out where you can put some trash. It's one thing to like leave a few things on the dresser of a hotel room and have the maids take that out for you. You ordered pizza, there's not enough room in the small little garbage can of a hotel room. Fine. But to leave trash all over the floor of a hotel room, to leave all of your clothes behind, to leave dishes everywhere, like, who in their right mind? That's insane.
The dishes weren't all over the house. Most of the trash was in trash bags. There were just like some water bottles and like one piles of clothes left. I mean, it's really not that much cleaning, especially with like the trash and the water bottles. You're going to clean there anyway. Just take one trash bag, put it all in there. That's it. Like, it's done. It's not that big of a deal.
My cleaning fee assumes that I have to clean the house for 2 hours after your stay, regardless. When you are staying at an Airbnb, you are staying at someone's personal property. They own that property. They own everything in the house. So your rate and your fees include wear and tear of that property, the basic cleaning that has to be done. If there's extra cleaning involved, that is an extra fee, because guess what? If I wasn't the house cleaner of my Airbnb and I had to hire a cleaning service, I wouldn't have had to pay them for 2 hours to clean yesterday. I would have had to pay them to clean for 5.5 hours. And guess what? That's going to cost me extra. So if that costs me extra as an Airbnb host, that's not a cost that I'm just willing to eat. That is a cost that goes to the person who made the mess.
Sure, but from what she said, her guests don't have the option to not pay the extra cleaning fee. So in a situation in which they left the house spotless and she only had to do the basic cleaning, the guest would still have to pay the additional cleaning fee. That's the issue. They are paying extra, so they are leaving a bit of an extra mess.
If you don't agree with that, sorry, I'm on my pedestal right now. If you don't agree with that, I fully believe you're one of the people in the world who believes that everything should be handed to them on a silver platter. You should have free handouts. You shouldn't have to work for anything. And I know you're going to want to turn that back around on me and say, well, you don't want to have to work for your cleaning fee. You don't want to have to do the hard work of cleaning. No, I'm more than happy to clean the house. What I'm not happy to do is spend several extra hours of my life cleaning up other people's extra messes that they could have cleaned up themselves.
Well, then maybe she shouldn't be an Airbnb host who is charging $100 for extra cleaning when she clearly doesn't want to do the extra cleaning. Cam is just one example of those entitled Airbnb hosts that we see all over TikTok. Like, those people really have a problem with everything that their guests used up too many towels or blankets. The fact that they didn't throw the trash out is like their most common complaint. What I even once saw someone complaining about is that the guests used up all of the toilet paper that was left for them. And that deters a lot of people from using Airbnb. It definitely deters me. I would much rather pay for a hotel, which is in a similar price nowadays, and I wouldn't have to worry that they will charge me extra for leaving some water bottles behind, or that they will make a video about how I left the room, about how clean or dirty I am, and then post it on TikTok so people can comment their assumptions about me. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. And if you don't know what to watch next, check out this video of mine. I really think you're gonna like it. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye!